It's the later months of 1967. Three brothers, Linus, Ibe, and Ogbonna, were toiling in the sweltering heat of Midwestern rubber plantation in the present-day Edo State. Their sweat-drenched bodies, a testament to the grueling labor these determined young folks are carrying out. Life was tough, but they worked hard and tirelessly in the trade of tapping rubber latex to provide for their family. One day, as they took a brief respite under the shade of a rubber tree, a fellow worker, Mr. Daniel, rushed in, his face etched with worry. "Boys," he said, "have you heard? The Federal Army has occupied the Midwest, and the Biafrans is on the retreat," he exclaimed. The brothers exchanged concerned glances. They were Biafrans. And not long ago, the Midwest was occupied by the Biafran army and was declared as part of Biafra. But now, the rubber plantation was in the enemy territory. Panic set in as they realized their vulnerability. Without hesitation, the brothers decided to escape. They packed what little they had and set off, navigating through the dense plantation, avoiding main roads and sticking to narrow paths. As they journeyed, they encountered enemy soldiers who eyed them suspiciously. The brothers played dumb, pretending to be mere farmers, and managed to talk their way out of trouble. However, their relief was short-lived. As night began to fall, they suddenly stumbled into the crossfire of retreating Biafran soldiers and attacking Nigerian soldiers. All of a sudden, gunfire erupted from opposite directions, and the brothers were caught up in between them. Their heart raced in terror. Bullets from both sides whizzed past their ears. They hit the ground, holding their breath, uncertain of their fate. They waited until the firing ceased. Out of luck, they were unharmed, as no stray bullet got them. The whereabouts of both the Nigerian and Biafran soldiers were unknown to them, as everywhere falls silent. Then they continued their perilous journey. The next day, they encountered another enemy patrol. This time, they were chased, and Ibe took a bullet graze on his left thigh. The brothers managed to outrun their pursuers, but Ibe's injury slowed them down. Ogbonna and Linus took turns supporting their wounded brother, pressing on despite the pain and fatigue. As they traversed a dense forest, they were ambushed by a group of enemy soldiers. The brothers were caught off guard. Ibe was captured, and the other two brothers sprinted away. From the distance, they could still hear their brothers' fading cries. The devastated brothers determined to rescue their injured brother, Ibe. Ogbonna and Linus devised a plan and launched a daring rescue, creating a diversion that allowed Ibe to slip and escape. They fought their way out, staging an ambush on two soldiers that took the bait of diversion. The brothers climbed and jumped from a tree, pouncing on the two soldiers and knocking them out on the spot and escaping with Ibe. Days turned into night, and they faced countless challenges: treacherous terrain, scarce food and water. Dust began to take its toll, and they desperately searched for water. After hours of walking, they stumbled upon a river, but their relief was short-lived. The locals, in their prejudice to the Biafrans, has poisoned the river upstream in a desperate attempt to cut down some retreating Biafran soldiers, who is desperate enough to drink from it during their retreat. The river was littered with bodies of dead Biafran soldiers and animals floating on the surface. It was a horrible sight to behold. The brothers were forced to continue their search, their thirst growing more unbearable by the minutes. As they pushed forward, they encountered 2 more enemy skirmishes, and they managed to sneak past the soldiers undetected. Despite the odds, the brothers pressed on, driven by their determination to reach the safety of Biafran lines. Finally, after 5 days of walking, with tears of joy, they burst into a main road at Asaba and stumbled towards the elements of the Biafran 12th Brigade that were retreating from Ore, and they picked them before crossing the Niger River Bridge. They were provided with food, water, and Ibe's wound was treated. Ibe, Obunna, and Linus are still alive as to the time of this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.